Once, in the heart of feudal Japan, there lived a young samurai named Yuki. He possessed a mind filled with grand visions and a heart that beat for glory. While others slept, Yuki stared at the horizon, imagining himself as the greatest warrior the land had ever known. He spent his days lost in ancient scrolls, picturing himself leading massive armies and winning victories that would be told for generations. To Yuki, his high ambition was his greatest strength. He believed that because his dreams were so big, greatness would eventually find him. But dreams, no matter how golden they seem, are only ghosts until they are given a body through action. The tragedy of Yuki was the gap between his mind and his hands. When the rain fell, he used it as a reason to stay indoors. When the sun was high, he complained about the heat. He always had an excuse to wait. Years began to slip away like sand through an hourglass. He told himself he needed more time to plan, more time to feel ready. But while he waited for the perfect moment, his skills slowly began to wither. Meanwhile, younger warriors who started after him were training every single day. They sweated in the dojo while Yuki only imagined greatness. One day, during a simple spar, a student years younger than him disarmed Yuki in a single breath. In that moment, reality struck him like lightning. He looked down at his hands. They were soft, weak, untouched by real training. His dreams had not made him a hero, they had made him a failure. He was trapped in the gap between who he wanted to be and who he actually was. It was then that he remembered the teachings of the legendary Miyamoto Musashi. Greatness is not built in sudden bursts of energy, but through the quiet rhythm of repetition. The samurai did not train because they felt motivated. They trained because it was their way of life. So Yuki made a decision. He stopped staring at the mountain peak and started looking at his feet. This is the way of Kaizen, the philosophy of small improvements. One strike every single morning, day after day. Slowly, his hands became rough and calloused. His movements became sharper, faster, automatic. And he learned something powerful. He learned to keep walking even in the rain while others waited for the sun. Years passed, and one day Yuki realized something. He no longer needed to imagine himself as a hero, because through discipline and patience he had already become one. Remember this. Do not be controlled by your feelings. Be guided by your commitments. Because the power to shape your life is hidden in the small things you choose to do today. Thank you for watching.